Hello, my name is Jennifer Kanaitis, and I'm a board-certified Assistant Behavior Analyst with the Crack River Street Outreach Program. Today I'd like to share information about using visual tools to support learning. There are many reasons why we use visual tools. We use visual tools with a goal in mind. That goal might be to help a student understand a situation, to help them accomplish a task more independently, to give the student information, to give the student the structure they need to participate, or to help them handle difficult situations with success. Now let's learn more about the visual tools we can use. We can use visual tools to give structure to a student's day. Using a visual schedule tells the student what is happening or what is not happening. Sharing the big picture for the day tends to reduce a student's anxiety. The student knows exactly what to expect. Visual schedules can be done using objects, pictures, or written words, depending on the abilities of the student. For some nonverbal learners, an object schedule may be more meaningful. Choose an object to represent each activity. For example, a pair of shoes can represent going outside. A fork can represent mealtime, or a diaper can represent time for the bathroom. For students who understand pictures, you can print or draw representations for each activity. I have attached several links to online resources for printable materials at the end of this presentation. For students who can read, you can write out each activity in the daily schedule. Visual schedules can be done for the entire day or broken into smaller time increments, such as the morning and afternoon. We can use visual tools to give students choices. Providing choices visually helps the child understand what is available and what is not. If the choice is no longer available, you can put the icon in an all done bin. Choices help a student feel a sense of control. Choices empower a student and can be a motivating factor when completing less preferred tasks. Giving choices should be presented in a modality the student understands. Choices can be presented with objects, pictures, or the written word. You can also make a choice menu with several options available. Another reason to use visuals is to teach a student the routine. Following multiple steps in a routine will be easier when the student can see what each step is. If the steps are given visually, the student doesn't have to remember all of the directions given at once. A visual outline of the routine will help them learn faster and will limit the likelihood of mistakes. A visual outline of the routine increases the student's independence, as they are not relying on an adult to tell them what to do at each step. You can use visual sequences to teach common daily activities such as washing hands, using the bathroom, or eating their snack. Visual tools are a great strategy to help students manage their time. Time is invisible. Our students can't see how long 5 minutes is versus 1 hour. They may not know how long it will be until it's time for a transition, which can lead to frustration. Timers and clocks turn time into something students can see, which is concrete and visual. You can use a visual timer, such as sand through an hourglass, a timer that counts down the minutes, or write the time the activity will end next to a clock. We can use visual tools to ease students into a transition. Transitions can be difficult for students, especially when moving from something preferred to an activity that is less enjoyable. Visuals such as a first-then visual board can help with the transition from one activity or task to another, as the student sees exactly what is coming next. Using a transitional item can help students understand what is coming next by showing them a material they are going to use in the next setting. For example, showing the student their lunchbox before going to the cafeteria helps them understand what is coming. Visual tools can prepare students when something is going to change. Preparing students in advance when something will be different from what they expect can help them cope with the change. A special icon can signify that a change in the normal schedule or routine is coming. This might be a star on their daily schedule to show a special activity, or another symbol that represents change, such as a lightning bolt. Visual tools are useful in providing organization and structure to the learning environment. Labeling the materials with a picture or word can help students find what they need or help them to clean up when finished. Organizing the space with clearly labeled areas can help a student know which space he can work, play, or sit. Visuals can also help distinguish which places are off limits. For example, you might put a stop sign on a space in the classroom that is closed to students. Visual tools can be used to teach students the rules or behavioral expectations in the classroom, as well as provide feedback to the student about his performance. Rule cards with pictures and words can be reviewed to prepare the student for what is expected. Visual cues can be a subtle way to cue the student during class activities. For example, if a student is calling out during group, you might show the student a picture card to remind him to raise his hand. If the activity requires the student to listen without talking, you can place a picture with "Be quiet" on his desk. We also use visual tools, such as a behavior chart or a token board, to give the student feedback about his performance. A behavior chart can be used to reinforce the student for following directions and demonstrating the expected behavior. Token boards can be used to provide ongoing reinforcement within an activity, with the student earning access to a preferred item or activity when the board is filled. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've learned some helpful strategies in using visual tools to support our learners. Attached are some online resources for printable materials and other information about using visual tools. Have a wonderful day.